Good morning, children. Good morning, children. Sairam, how are you all? Yes. So, back to our value education classes. So, we are going to see our fourth lesson, that is Mahatma Gandhi. So, how many of you know about Mahatma Gandhi? Yes, he is a father of our nation. Okay, he is fondly called as Bapu. Okay, we celebrate his birthday as Gandhi Jayanti. Okay, so all of you know about Mahatma Gandhi. Yes? Okay, now let us see about Mahatma Gandhi in this lesson. So he is Mahatma Gandhi. Can you see the picture of Mahatma Gandhi here? Fine. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was born on October 2nd, 1869 at Porbandar, a small town in Gujarat. He was fondly called as Bapu. He did his schooling in Rajkot. As a child, he was very shy and avoided all company. He used to go to school on time and rush back home as soon as the school gets over. He was afraid of talking to anyone lest someone made fun of him. He was not a good student, but he was very truthful and sincere. To be truthful was his passion. So, did you understand about Mahatma Gandhi here? Mahatma Gandhi was born on October 2nd, 1869 at Porbandar. So, he was born in Gujarat and was fondly called as Bapu. He did his schooling in Rajkot. Okay. So, during his childhood days, he was very shy and he had less friends. Okay. So, he was very afraid of talking to anyone because he thought that some people would make fun of him. And he was not a good student. In the case of, he was an average student, but he was a truthful person and very sincere. He was very truthful and sincere, and to be truthful was his passion. So in the next paragraph, we can see, once he was convicted of having lied to the headmaster, Dorabji Edulji Jimmy of Alfred High School in Rajkot. Gandhiji was late to the gymnasium. His clock showed a wrong time and so he reached the gym late. The headmaster did not believe him. Gandhiji brooded on the incident and came to a conclusion that a man of truth must also be a man of care. He decided that he would never put himself in such a position where his explanation would be dismissed as lies. At the age of 13, he got married to Kasturiba. At the age of 19, he went to England to study law. He became a lawyer in 1891 and started working in the Indian High Court. So in the second paragraph, we can see that Gandhiji was once convicted of having lied to his headmaster. So what happened? Gandhiji was late to the gymnasium classes. Why? Because his clock had been showing the wrong time and so he reached the gym late. But the headmaster did not believe Gandhiji and so he was punished. Now Gandhiji decided that he should not only be a truthful person but also a man of care. And that day he decided that he should never come in a situation where his explanation would be told as lies, and from that day he was taken care of everything. So at the age of 13 he got married to Kasturiba and he became a lawyer in 1891. Once he had to go to South Africa to handle a case. There he met many Indians who did not have any political rights. The white people did not treat the black people properly. Even Gandhiji was thrown out of the first class compartment because he was not a white man. He fought with a weapon of non-violence and satyagraha. After returning from South Africa, he fought for the freedom of India. India won freedom on 15th August 1947. But Mahatma Gandhi died on 30th January 1948. Gandhiji lived a holy life. He was man of the people. He said, service to man is a service to God, and service means pure love. Mahatma Gandhi was the foremost of the servants of humanity. Gandhiji says, I will be truthful. I will be suffer from no injustice. I will be free from fear, and I will not use force. I will be of goodwill to all man. So from this story of Gandhiji, we come to a conclusion that we should always be truthful. Okay, we should never ever tell lies. Okay, children. So next, we will move on to the next lesson. So you have some activities here. You can write down the freedom fighters' names with the help of your parents. So all that is given here. So next lesson is a story from the life of Sai Baba of Shirdi. Once Mrs. Thakkar, a woman from Mumbai, had come to Shirdi for a few days. Once Mrs. Thakkar, a woman from Mumbai, had come to Shirdi for a few days. She was in the dining hall. At the hour of noon, a hungry dog came to the door where the woman sat. So the woman was seeing the hungry dog, and what is she doing? I will give it a chapati. So she gave a chapati to the hungry dog. So now the woman is thinking that she will give a chapati to the poor dog. So the woman at once gave a chapati from her plate to the dog. Later, when Mrs. Thakkar went to Dwaraka Mai. So Dwaraka Mai is a place where Sai Baba stays. Mother, you gave me a hearty meal today. Always act thus. First give food to the hungry and then feed yourself, says Sai Baba. So the woman was totally amused. So she didn't know what to do. So she was thinking, when I fed Sai Baba, she was astonished. Baba, how could I have fed you? I am myself dependent on others for my food, says the lady. Did you not give a chapati to the hungry dog? All creatures are one with me. In feeding that dog, you fed me, answered Sai Baba. So can you understand, children? So the woman was astonished. She couldn't know that how I fed Sai Baba. She was thinking about that. And later, Sai Baba gave an explanation that you have fed the hungry dog with a chapati. And on feeding that dog, you have fed me, answered Sai Baba. The woman was choked with emotion and her eyes filled with tears of joy. Baba, I will never forget what I have learned today. And Baba is explaining that see God in all beings, for all forms of the same God. Whether it is a bird, an animal or a human, each one possesses the divine Atma. So Sai Baba is telling that feed the hungry people and then you can feed yourself. And the moral of this story is God is everywhere and God is in everything. So did you understand the story, children? Yes? Okay, so here you have some answer the following questions which you can do it by yourself. Read the lesson once or twice, you will be able to understand. Okay, so you have activity time also here. So now we have finished our value education classes, and the next session we will see another lesson. Okay, until then revise all the lessons that have been taught. Okay, keep revising, and your value education exam will be for multiple choice questions. You will not have any answer the following. Instead you will have choose the correct answers for your exam. So revise, read the story once or twice, you will be able to understand. Okay children, thank you.